I have another update to my collider rollback, also known as lag compensation tool. These changes use a new technique to calculate rollback time, resulting in vastly improved hit results. The purpose of collider rollback is to send objects back in time, generally when a client fires a weapon. The idea is you roll objects back on the server to where the server thinks they were on the client when they fired the weapon. When done properly, this creates accurate hit results. This feature is a must for first-person shooter games or any precision game where you use casts, such as raycast. Before talking about the setup, I'm going to demonstrate the new code in action. Previously, rollback had an accuracy of about 0.1 units. This means the server would roll back an object's position and rotation to within 0.1 units of where the client saw it. That's roughly the size of this mushroom stalk. With the new changes, the results are now within 0.03 units, a near perfect match. Let's run a few test shots at 60 millisecond ping. I have the demo scene set up to only show accuracy when I hit the moving object. When I do hit the object, you'll see the accuracy printed on top and two objects appear. A green block to show where the object was when the client shot it, and a red to show where the server rolled it back to. It may be hard to see the two objects because they often stack on top of each other. Okay, I'm going to fire some shots. 0.02, 0.02 again, and 0.02 again. Those were fired on a 60 millisecond ping. I brought my ping up to 125. Let's see what happens now. Again, I'm going to fire a few shots. 0 units, perfect match. Another 0 units. And 0.02 units. We had two perfect alignments and another extremely close. One thing to take away from this is that I didn't lose accuracy from a higher ping. Just for the fun of it, let's go crazy with a 300 millisecond ping. First shot is a 0 difference. Another 0 difference, and a 0.01 difference. We had the same accuracy as before, which is ridiculously good given I was on a 300 millisecond ping. Let's look at the setup. If you're coming from the old collider rollback, there is an additional setup step. You'll need to add the fixed time sync script to your scene. This script marks itself as don't destroy and load, so you can probably place it in the same scene with your network manager, but not on the network manager object itself. Also worth noting, this now runs in fixed update, so your fixed update rate will help determine how accurately rollbacks will be. I'm using 64 fixed updates per second, which is a fixed time step of 0.0156, and I've also set the tick rate on the server to 64 as well, which you can see here. This script has two settings, Synchronization Interval and Interpolation Reduction. The interpolation reduction is how many additional frames to consider the client is behind when trying to roll back. Most transform syncing components are behind 1 frame, so this is set to 1, which often works best. If you find your colliders are regularly not rolling back far enough, you may increase this value. The synchronization interval is how often the server updates clients with its frames. For fast-paced games, 4 is generally good. Lower values will however produce slightly better results for players with erratic pings. For those new to my collider rollback, let's quickly go over how to set up the model. Notice I have the body mesh, which is on the enemy setup object, and I have the head mesh. There is a body hitbox beneath my body mesh and a head hitbox beneath the head mesh. These objects only contain colliders. You'll want to put these on layers which only interact with raycast as these are moved around on the rollback. After you add all of your colliders, you add a collider rollback script on the root object. Inside that collider rollback script, under collider parents, you add the objects which are your hitboxes. That's all you have to do to set up an object. Before I go look at the code, these are the only scripts you must include in your project, under collider rollback within the First Gear Games folder. To show an example of how to roll back colliders, I have opened my fire script. Notice I'm in the real usage example region. I have my standard checks where I can only fire the weapon every so often. Below that, I get the frame, which my client is on, which is synced from the server, the position where the shot starts, and where the shot is going. The start and direction values will of course be unique to your own game, but you must always pass the frame into the command. Using the rollback is simple. In the command, I call rollbackmanager.rollbackStep, passing in the frame while subtracting the interpolation reduction. There may be some instances where you do not want to include the interpolation reduction, which is why you can subtract it manually. I set the physics types to 3-dimensional because I am rolling back 3D objects. Below that is where you would perform your raycast code normally. After you trace, call rollbackmanager.returnForward. It's important you return the colliders forward after rolling them back. That's it. You can grab this from my Patreon. For more information on how to do that, check the description of this video.